There we are.
Sports
Back
and the
at the goal.
PGA Tour proudly present
Do it.
the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach, live second round
About
coverage
5-3
of the
left to go.
Tiburon Championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. The leader is Harris English. She's currently at 8 under. And our featured golfer, 4 shots back as we get things going.
Yeah.
That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
114 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face. Gap wedge in the air.
Oh.
This has got to get up.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
I should have got up and clubbed a bit more there. Miles away from the green. Look at that. Look at the winds to that. Look at that.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap in is now going to be a grind.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll remain at 4 under. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich, off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
This one's starting a hair right. That will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
Yes, it is.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, not too bad there. A birdie chance if he can knock one in close. His third from the bunker.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
This is a 9-footer. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And after opening with a 68, he'll move to 1 under for his round here. Day now, this for birdie. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. That finished off for par here with the second. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace.
Well, Frank, here we are at the third. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And well, depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
Sam.
And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker. That one got up into the wind, no driver necessary, and that'll be just fine. Now Nota his second from the fairway.
150 left to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of the screen.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
So Nota a second shot now from the bunker.
And just a huge mistake with the ball finding the bunker down the right-hand side. And don't let the backdrop of that beautiful ocean fool you. This is a tough shot.
I am a TV presenter. I am celebrity. Stop her. No!
Hindsight's 2020. Would have been great to avoid that bunker off the tee because we see evidence of what happens. A long bunker shot, well missed the mark, and in the rough.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh, repeat.
Just gonna sneak on by.
You all coming for a par.
11 feet away.
Yeah, no mistaking that one. That is a good par here at the third. And he'll stay at 5 under.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean. This begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the fourth.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you refer to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
And all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be.
There's 2 schools of thought here. Bomb a driver down there, but perhaps have an awkward yardage, or hit the 3-wood and have a full iron in here.
So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second. Ooh. Ah, good soft hands. That is nicely done.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 6 under par.
First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left. But this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. A look here at birdie.
And this is a little bit of a slippery one. He's gonna have to exercise some caution. Slightly downhill with right to left action in it. Yeah, he needed to play it out a little bit further, and he also needed to hit it just a little harder.
Here's Jason for birdie. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5-6. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. This one turning left a bit off the tee. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
Six feet now for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. A great opportunity here for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And that's going to get him to 1 under for the round and 7 under now for the tournament.
Frank, there are certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters Gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, I don't know, piece of cake. Where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize that you're just bitten off more than you can chew.
Oh, that's not going to be good. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this one's easy to overcompensate that left to right break. There is a little bit, but not too much.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that'll move him to 7 under par.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 7 under. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world. The 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, taking green. That was shot. Get in.
This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Yes, mate. Let's go, baby. Let's go. P3, Mr.
That's
P.
got to be
Oof.
disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and
Done
the
well.
approach winds up in the bunker. Work to do here. This, Jason's third from the bunker.
Particularly pit strategy work then.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad.
I'll put my gun in, I could race tonight, like. Really was fucking gutted. I'll vote for you. Don't you worry about that, brother.
Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. A straightforward look here for birdie.
When it eventually goes up.
Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there.
Good lad. That's good spotlight to hear. I was probably gutted that I couldn't race like, but I mean, what can you do when technology lets you down? You know what I mean? It's not like you can get in the F1 car and race it itself, is it?
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, so that one finished off for double bogey. And he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead.
100%, mate. 100% right on Friday.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there. But you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par fours.
I might actually stream
This
on
stretch
Friday,
8, 9,
actually.
10 demands
Where is
just
it?
not just concentration,
Monaco.
but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely
Where did
flush
Monaco
down that
from?
left side. And the reason why, if you look close, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go on the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded.
That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. This starting toward the right side. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
That's a shot. Oof.
How good are these players? Lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green.
Why is she age what he has?
Yeah, that's going to be just okay. Might have been a little worried about not getting it out, and instead, this is going to leave a tough putt coming up. Substantial
Well, that's
movement
a
on
well
this
point,
putt,
not
right
the
to
spot.
left, and it's from distance. So this one not just about speed, but line as well. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
This is an 11-foot putt.
Oh, there's a good putt. Well
Yeah,
done
look,
here at the
look,
ninth,
look,
as
look,
that
look.
will save par. And that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side.
Start of the inward half and another big and bold par 4, Frank, with the ocean yet again running the entire length
do it
of
for the
that
drink
right
here.
side.
Yeah, you call it the ocean, I call it the world's largest water hazard. But looking in on the other side of the fairway, and you'll see those 3 bunkers. Needless to say, they have to be avoided. But you do actually have to hit your tee shot just inside those, because once again, you've got a fairway that tilts left to right.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Right, in the fairway. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
A long one. 55.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss-hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie.
We often say, Rich, you should always try and make it. I got to disagree with that. Lag putting, it's just about taking the strain off the next one. There's always other holes to be played.
From that distance, you settle for 2 putts. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. Just what you want to do, land it in the fairway, get a little bit of rollout, and that is a good shot. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Nota, this is second.
143 yards left to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
That one needed a little bit more. It's going to come back and come to rest just off the front edge of the green. This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green.
Good approach shot. And birdie putt coming up. That, approach shot just a little right, little short.
Oh, goodness. That one really jumped coming from off the green, and off the green is where it's going to wind up as well.
Maybe just fucking words that.
this is a 19-foot putt.
Nope.
Well, like the old saying goes, never up, never in, and that definitely applies here.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. That'll drop him back down to 7 under.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green, and now a birdie putt coming up.
Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is.
Just PS for PlayStation, yeah. I've got the other one on Xbox.
Here we are,
23.
Pebbles 13, 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
131 all the way to the flag today. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the
You fancied a
bunker.
bit of
This is
golf
gonna
like
come up
Paul, what?
a good bit short. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap in is now going to be a grind.
Got it there, but not quite on target. From about 8
I think you
feet.
can beat me at golf like.
Oh, that is right on the precipice.
Beat me at
of
golf
going
because you'll
down.
absolutely sweat it for weeks.
I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. He'll go ahead and finish that off. It's in for his bogey. And that won't help the cause one bit. Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another
for the
good drive
weekend.
here. I'll tell you what, all things considered, from the deep rough, I think
Doubt
I'll
your
take
ability
that.
to play golf
Yes,
like Paul.
exactly, Rich. The situation has dramatically improved from problem to all of a sudden possibility. Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Not quite on in 2. Here's the third from the green side bunker. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play.
Far be it from me to doubt, yeah.
Needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Okay, good putt. And par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that's a good putt. It is in the safe par. And he'll remain right where he is.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pot bunker that has to be avoided.
And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker.
Well, there's no doubt that ball deflected off the tree. Could have gone anywhere. So, really, when you think about it, that first cut is fine.
Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
Oh, this could be good.
Oh, that shot took some guile, nerves, confidence to hit it out of that fairway bunker. Inside 10 feet. That's as good as anyone on the PGA Tour.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. A look at birdie here at 15.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nah, the pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. Okay, now, this for birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he will definitely not say no to that.
This is a really pretty hole, the par 4 16th. What's the right line here, Frank?
Well, if you want to pick out something in the horizon there, if you look closely down there, the tallest tree in the distance, that's sort of right bang in the middle of the fairway. You will not see your tee shot land and you won't see it run out, but that's the line.
This one's starting a little bit right. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Trying to work this one left to right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4.
Take a seat. Things are starting to heat up. Good chance here after that iron shot for back-to-back birdies.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot.
and safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay
16.
right where he is. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. Okay, safely aboard.
Right into that.
Now a second to this par 3. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Now Day, look at birdie. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3, and that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. No problems there. That's a par here at 17, and he'll remain at 6 under par. Wow, California's still golden, depending on the view. And Frank, this one is hard to beat. 18th tee at Pebble Beach. Here we are.
It's a stunning hole, Rich. Not only a great par 5 because you have to make decisions on whether or not you want to go for this green in 2, but just how picturesque it is. The bunkers you obviously see down the left, just slightly right of the water. But those trees, the one especially in the middle of the fairway, you have to navigate with the tee shot, and the one short if you decide to lay up.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now from 200 yards on the dot, this a second to the par 5.
really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Well, Frank, it is a pleasant walk under any circumstances, but how good is it when you've knocked it on in 2 here at the 18th at Pebble Beach?
It's a lot better than picking one out of the Pacific Ocean, Rich. That was just a great shot. And finally, you can exhale. The job is nearly finished.
So now this, just outside of 20 feet for eagle. Oh, what a putt there. It's in for eagle here at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will finish off our round of golf. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich. Get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Pebble Beach Golf Links on the California coast, live third-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. The leader is Harris English. She currently sits at 12 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer still within shouting distance, 5 shots off the pace. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot, 126 yards left to the flag, pin smack bang in the middle.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Now from just 94 yards out, this is second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that to do over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's very poor from that range.
This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just trying to get it in there close. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. That might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at 7 under. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway.
Now, this par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
That's a nice shot right there. Landed just short, released onto the green, and now a chance for an eagle free. So he'll dig in here as he readies his third for this par 5. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Doesn't look like a lot of movement to this one. It's for eagle. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. And that's going to move him to 8 under. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 8 under for the tournament. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dogleg, leaving yourself very short shot in, or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie.
Tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle.
Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there.
So a slightly elevated green, deep bunkers on both sides. Frank, what's the trick here on the second shot?
Well, if you're going to go sort of right of the flag here, Rich, then you've got to know the carry on those first of the two bunkers on the right side. You really don't want to mess with those because they have some deep looks.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
We have 124 yards left to the hole. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Here's Jason for birdie. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. It will certainly help the cause. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you refer to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right, because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards, but as I first said, do not go right.
This a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Aggressive play off the tee pays off, ball sitting nicely in the fairway, and a very good chance to get it in tight.
This is a 13-footer.
Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. A 5-footer now for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Here
we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach.
Huh?
A little too much spice on that one. That flies the green, and he'll be chipping out of the rough.
Oh, you're playing catch here. Oh, you're playing catch on the top of the tall event.
All right, you
Minus
take those
10.
all day long. On the green,
Minus
chance for
12.
birdie coming up. This will test the skill set here. It's his second. Now this for birdie.
Well, this is going to demand a lot of touch in the fingertips. There's not a whole lot of left to right movement. It's going to be very fast.
That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the fifth. And he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace.
It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right. Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above, so whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood, for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach this par 5 and 2.
And that will do just fine. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. You're gonna have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball online.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green. Wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe. An outside chance at making an eagle here. Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. got to be thinking about making this one from just off the edge of the green. This for eagle.
Cheers, pal. Thank you. How you doing, Austin? You alright?
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th.
It's
in the
hard
double figures
to,
now at 10
it's
under
hard
par.
to judge because one's pure simulation
Moving
and
on to
one's
the
not.
106-yard par 3-7. One of the most
Graphically,
beautiful
this looks
holes
miles
in the
better.
world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning
Playability
Pacific
is
beyond.
easier.
Absolutely breathtaking.
In a fashion,
This could be a good one.
but in my opinion, I've still
Okay,
prefer
that
2K.
one's dancing.
I just think you've got to be more precise. It's too easy to.
Well, he hung that
Well,
out
it's
there
too
to
easy
the
to put
right,
spin on the
and the
ball
green
and just
can't
get the
hold
ball
it.
if you want. It's been. If you're playing 2K,
Second shot
you
now,
don't
here
get
at the
that
par 3.
sort of opportunity to spin the ball while it's in the air. I'm making the right mess of this.
Well, obviously that's not his
it
best,
depends
but
what
it'll
you're
be
into,
quickly
depends
forgotten,
how you-
Frank,
how
if
you
he's
like
able to
golf.
get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Nah, that was right all the way. He's been automatic on this front side.
I personally
This for
prefer
birdie.
2K, in my opinion.
Ah, yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he will definitely not say no to that. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7. He's going to drop back to minus
Two par
9.
threes, I've bogeyed them both.
From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8th. Frank, what a hole.
It is rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean, but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
What's this up? This way roll.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by.
Look here at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Oh,
Nope.
nice.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and it'll stay at
Cheers,
-9.
Roger. How you doing, buddy? All right?
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, as you know, depending on the time of year, you can see
debatable.
whales out on Carmel
very
Bay,
debatable,
sea
too,
otters
big.
feeding
It
on
might be one or
abalone,
two
sea
very, very
lions
different games.
sunbathing
I've got
on the
both on
rocks. Or you could see none of it
They're both very
because
different
this
games,
ninth
if I'm
hole
honest.
absolutely
One's
demands
more
your
arcade
focus.
It's a
style.
different sort of mammal trying to play this
2K
side.
for me,
That first
proper-
bunker on the left side, that
It's
should be
more
in play.
golf.
But this hole
It's more
tilts so
precise,
much
it's
from
more
left to right.
finesse.
I think it sort of funnels you towards the sea otters and the whales.
I mean, this looks amazing, don't get me wrong. The courses look fantastic, they look absolutely beautiful. But to me, if I'm playing golf, it's like if I'm racing. I
No
want
problems
simulation,
there.
I want it
That's
to be
going
as
to wind up safely in the
realistic as
fairway.
possible. And I just think that with 2K, it has that more realistic feel. I think with this as well, you have like a proper lack of in depth.
Oh, yeah, that is a beauty.
It's like sticking 32 courses
Yes,
on.
it will.
30
Check
on
this
courses
out.
and whacking the
That's
ball
going to
around.
keep right on going.
But I mean, the immersion,
From the
the
fairway.
equipment,
Let's
and
go
stuff
to
like
Noda.
that.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway
Well,
at
there's
the
not a lot
ninth,
of
you
choice.
hit a great tee shot, one of
What
the most
I've
difficult
got there
fairways
with
to
my
hit on
golf
the
is
entire
where
golf
probably
course,
the
but
best
now it
of what there
opens
is.
up the opportunity to hit a great second.
But yeah,
No, it's not close, but it
varies,
is on the green.
It depends what you have to.
Team cut back left here today as
I
he
mean, I
stares
wouldn't say my
down his
nose up
second
by
to
it.
the par 4.
Not by a long shot.
Oh, this
Well,
is an
yeah,
electric
it is what it
start.
is.
Already we're seeing birdies galore, and another great
There's
iron
only
shot
options
setting up
to put it, as well as doing
another.
a line on, line off.
Chance now for another birdie.
But if you're not a confident putter, like I'm not, the game can become quite easy very quickly.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too
I won
bad from that far
five
away.
tournaments on the bounce. So it was kind of
Chance to close out the
sort of
front
like it
side
was
here
in the
with a
phase
birdie.
of, well, I'm just getting used to it.
Nothing to it. Well done. It's a
Like
birdie
I said,
here at the
don't-
ninth.
if
And
you
that is
get
going to
the
finish
option
off
to get it, mate,
3
don't-
under
don't
front
turn your nose
side
up
as
at
they
it.
go out
It's good.
in
It's
32.
worth playing because some lovely courses on it.
Just a tap in there for par at the ninth. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side. 5 under par.
Start of the inward half and another big and bold par 4, Frank, with the ocean yet again running the entire length of that right side.
Yeah, you call it the ocean, I call it the world's largest water hazard. But looking in on the other side of the fairway, and you'll see those 3 bunkers. Needless to say, they have to be avoided. But you do actually have to hit your tee shot just inside those, because once again, you've got a fairway that tilts left to right.
turning
Well,
out
I
to
mean, if
be
you
a
remember
wonderful
playing
Saturday of
Guy
golf here,
Bulls golf
and
back in
this,
the day,
another fine tee
it's
shot.
really no different. All the controls are the same. But I've turned off the power swing. So when you draw back on the club and swing backward, swing behind you like that, and you tap X, but you don't give a power swing, I've got that turned off. And I've turned it off
no
for
issues
realism.
there. Good
because
tee shot in the short grab.
There's no man on this planet who can hit a 500-yard drive off the tee. Not even
Second
Happy
shot.
Gilmore.
Good look at the green.
Good approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
Yeah, I'm going for that. What on earth?
Now Day. Oh, look at birdie.
Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he's going to remain at 10 under.